Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is the two legends of the show, the one and only Fox, and the legend that is Bridgeman. Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, folks.
Can I say a big good evening to you two guys in the panel? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
Was he on mute now?
I mean,
Looks like it.
There is, do we get together on the toilet and a bookmakers? Any truth in this?
Toilet and bookmakers?
That wasn't me, that was my brother and him. I was making
my
way up
him
to
the
the
bookmakers,
bistro.
aye.
All right,
Nice boy, that. Nice boy.
He is a lovely fella. There's always yin and yang in every family, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alex, a lovely guy.
Bit different, right enough, isn't he? Bit different.
One, very good-natured, happy-go-lucky, generous. And
I
don't know
know,
who he's got.
I've always
going
been
to
that.
next, Fox.
then you get his brother.
I know. He's a miserable git, isn't he? Never mind.
How we doing, Fox? You recovered from Friday night's experience, mate?
Aye, well, a game of football is a game of football. Wasn't the most pleasant watch, but we done the job and get through. I suppose that's all that matters.
I think we've got to watch Bridge that we don't overreact to. We can critique the performance, which wasn't very good. I think anybody who watched it would agree with that, but we've got to watch we don't overreact, mate. Eh?
Well, it was what it was. You're playing, 7 changes from a team that was settled and playing top of its form. So, and the only, really and truly, the only good thing, well, a couple of good things we got, as the manager says, we won 2-0. We're through to the next round, and it was a walkover, a 2-0 walkover. But that could have been 20. It could have been 20 against nothing for us. They did absolutely nothing other than 9-10 men across a 6-yard line. That's all they did most of the game. Very disappointing performance by some of our players who maybe thought they can't do it against this team because of this sort of wall up of the white jerseys. But seriously, we won it. We're happy. Came away with 2. I was going to say 3 points. Came away with a win over 3.
A double Bridge.
Yeah. Well, you can't say, and I've got no complaints at all about any of our players on a single basis. I've got nothing but praise for the young lad that played at right back. I thought he had an absolutely superb game for a youngster. I think he's only 18 or something.
Particularly in the first half, Bridge.
I thought he was brilliant. Really, really good. And from where I was, we had the benefit of watching the boy plying his trade down the right-hand side. Very, very good. Very fast. Quite a tall boy, but I look at but very pleasant. Now, most of the guys sitting where I'm sitting had nothing but praise for the boy. But I thought that Defoe toiled. When I say toiled, he worked hard and he was in positions, trying to get to positions, and the ball wasn't getting to him because of the sheer volume of white jerseys, in my opinion. But when it did get to him, it caused major problems.
I think the big plus was the boy Nathan Patterson, Fox. I don't think anybody would argue with that. With a couple other guys who done okay, but generally we're controlling the football and we're passing. Let's just say it was average. Is that fair?
I think that is fair. Delighted for the young boy Nathan Patterson making his first team debut, more or less. I thought he was terrific. His application to the game was great. Didn't seem too phased on the ball. Done a lot of good work, but a good few balls into the box early on in the game. And as I say, delighted for him, Ox.
Here. Listen, obviously we've got Stephen Gerrard's interview. For Friday night. We never heard that on Friday night. I think it's only right we're hearing that. Bridge, and then we'll open up for callers. So what's the number, Bridge, if people want to join us?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Fox, can you stress to people how it works when they phone in, please?
Yes, I can. If you're phoning in by mobile or house phone, just let it ring, and then it'll eventually ring out and we'll call you straight back. Do not call straight back in again because it'll stop us phoning you.
But you can also join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. Get registered on Skype. will you be brought into the call by the one and only Technical Terry, who's sitting in the background working away there, even away and keeping the show going. One of life's good guides, your Technical Terry Fox.
Terrific guy, mate. Terrific.
Right, so get myself a mute and then we'll hear from the manager and then we'll open up for calls. I believe we might have a celebrity caller tonight.
Oh.
Ooh.
Stephen, job done. How'd you look back on that tonight?
Well, it's the 5th win on the spin. It's a clean sheet. It was a dominant performance in terms of possession and really only one team trying to find the answers and create. But analysing the whole game, there wasn't enough excitement. There wasn't enough quality around their box. And I don't think we've sent our fans away very happy. So that doesn't sit well with me. So, yeah, I mean, the priority was to get in the next round. It was a chance to give people an opportunity and knock a bit of rust out from the break. We've got another game tomorrow to try and do that as well. And the priority is to be in a real good place come Monday, because St Mirren's obviously a very important fixture. So I hope we benefit from getting the 90 minutes in. But in terms of the performance, I did want to see more.
7 changes from your last competitive game. Is that maybe why you didn't have that rhythm tonight?
Possibly, but if you take into consideration that we're playing in front of close to 40,000 at home on a decent pitch against a team that's 2 leagues below, I don't think I can give certain players and certain individuals a better opportunity, and some of them haven't took that opportunity tonight. I was really pleased with Nathan Patterson. I thought he was very positive. He'd done everything we've asked of him and everything we've been working on, but unfortunately some of the senior players that were given an opportunity as well, haven't took that opportunity.
Likewise, fantastic to get a debut for Kai Kennedy tonight too.
Yeah, I wanted to get him on. I wanted to give him 30 minutes. I asked the players to try and keep the feel-good factor from the old firm and go out and really entertain the fans and send them away talking about some good play and us creating goals and scoring goals. But I think they've gone away probably a little bit flat, probably similar to the way I feel now. But Rangers are in the next round, so we can't be too critical. And
you've got that game tomorrow. Is there hope there that you can find that rhythm ahead of Wednesday?
Yeah, because we this game last year got called off because of the weather, and I don't think we got the chance to knock the rust out and to find our rhythm, and how obviously affected us at Kilmarnock. So hopefully come Monday we can benefit from this game and Queen of the South tomorrow, and hopefully the players are in better shape come Monday.
Well, thanks for that, Fox Terry. Yeah, very honest, but I think if I'm being critical of the boss, he's got to take some of the flack as well, Fox, for the performance. That's his job, eh?
I agree with that. I'd said on Thursday night I didn't agree with mixing the team up. You've got to get them back and up and playing together again. And there was 38,500 there, mate, and a lot of people left disappointed because we never turned it on. But as you say, why keep players for a bounce game when they could have been playing in a competitive game and getting up to speed? And then maybe the fans would have been entertained and he might not have been so bored.
Good comments. Bridgeman, before we take our first call.
Well, I think that if you imagine the tackle that was put on Halliday.
Oh, it was a red card, mate.
Right. So in my opinion, it was a red card. There was another couple of really, really hefty challenges. So the term getting kicked off the park didn't necessarily fit the whole game. But my God, they were absolutely thuggish at times, So I think that would have said you don't want Ryan Kent getting on there because Ryan Kent's going to get absolutely leathered. And they're going to be singled out and attacked. And these guys have got all the, shall we say, the genuine excuses of, I was a bit slow, or he was a bit slow. Look, he didn't mean it. He went for the ball, but the ball was gone. That kind of thing. When in fact, you just know there's no chance of getting the ball because they're standing there trying to challenge a guy. And they know he's never going to get the ball. And yet they take him down there. They boot him. And that's what happened to Halliday. I thought Halliday was very lucky to continue the game. You might find sometime this week he's been quite badly injured, to be honest.
Well, I just think that it was a bad challenge, a rash challenge, and it was a red card for me personally, but I can't even remember if he booked the boy. It was a boy, Jamie Hamilton.
He did book him. He did book him, but that was it.
I think it was a red card, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. And obviously, Bigger E will get flattened. And I think, if I'm being honest, Bridge, that was a guy getting there as quick as he could.
Exactly. That's exactly what they were doing. That you could see the legs coming up, and they were, you know fine well they're at least 2 feet to a yard slow in getting there, and they just know they're going to make contact with him, but they don't care because people will say, "Oh, they're not as good players, or they're not got the same fitness," and so on and so forth. What do we expect? We're playing against lower league, that kind of thing. Well, sorry, they're still football players. They're still supposed to be. You can pull out of some of these things. You don't need to go all the way through.
Anyway, we've been joined with our first caller. It's our celebrity caller, and it's Jimmy from
Yoker.
No.
Nelson Park.
No.
Wow. Who can it be then?
It's King Jimmy.
Jimmy.
It's King Jimmy. Well said, Jimmy. Well said, pal.
All right, guys. How you all doing? Fox, Ox, yeah.
Jimmy
Thanks,
Riddle.
man. Jimmy Riddle. I don't need one of them in here, mate.
How we doing, mate?
I'm all right.
The Slayer of Mr. Keevans.
The Slayer of Mr. Keevans. I've been told that's quite a few people, but I'm glad to do that. It's quite funny. I think I put him in his place, which wasn't good. I said I would never phone it in again, but I did. But I had to defend our honour.
Love it, pal. Absolutely love it.
I heard you guys here talking about obviously the game on Friday, Ox here, and I totally agree 100% with you and Fox had said. The manager has got to take a bit of responsibility. I'm not into this wholesale changes like that. I did think there would be a couple of changes in the team, but I mean, obviously, with James Tavernier was an enforced change, but the amount of changes you did, mate, I thought, no. I mean, as Fox said, there's 38,500 people there. And no, you would say it'd be a second string made out. And okay, I know it's against Stranraer, but I'm with yourself and Fox as well, because, I mean, the bread and butter's on Wednesday night against St Mirren, so I'd have thought it'd been better to give the full team a run out. Maybe obviously playing the boy, Nathan, because Big Tab wasn't there. But for me, but I know it's a win is a win, but it was disappointing. It was a boring game, but at the end it became winners, which that's all that matters, at the end of it. So at one point it looked as if we were going to get a bridge man until we get the penalty. I totally 100% agree that the manager's got to take a wee bit of responsibility for the team that he picks.
He playing devil's advocate, as much as I think he deserves a wee bit of flag. I don't like it OTT with
No.
He'll be saying, I'm looking at the big picture, and he did stress in his interview, it's all about Monday and getting Wednesday right. So he obviously was pretty confident.
Just to pick up
beat them,
But Fox has said there, and I know somebody maybe others want to come in, but I 100% agree with the fact is I think there's maybe a chance of a player getting injured in a bounce game than a competitive game. And he played nearly a full team against Queen of the South. What would you call it? Auchenhowie, or whatever it's called now, Hummel Centre. So, I mean, obviously Alfredo couldn't play, but I'd have rather seen Ryan Kent get a run, even for the subs bench and things like that. So it's a wee bit strange for me. Don't treat the Scottish Cup the same way as them down south treat the FA Cup. Play your first team, get the cobwebs out. They've been 2 weeks away in the holiday, basically. So. Well,
I suppose if we get a result on Wednesday, GFK, that we'll forget about Friday night.
Okay. Well, I mean, Friday's game is forgotten about in that sense. It's just a bit of no criticism. It's just an observation that I'd like to have seen more players. No, I'm a great advocate of playing your full team every game, but it could have rested 2 or 3 maybe at the maximum. But I thought seven players out was a bit much for me. But we got the result. We can't grumble. We got the result. We're playing the Hamilton Ackies obviously in the next round. But so
all right, I believe that Allbear's with us, even in Allbear, and I think young Stardog sitting in the background somewhere. I'm sure he'll be back with us in a couple of minutes.
Hi guys.
How we doing?
Hi guys. How you all doing, mate? I'm good, mate. Thanks. I'm really good. That game on Friday. I was raging. I really was angry, but but not for the reasons you think, by the way. I was angry. I'm taking a different slant on the game. I was angry because of that Stranraer chairman. I was raging at him, absolutely raging. During the week, he's out shouting, going, "Oh, I believe it's nearly a 40,000 support or crowd turning up." Now he's shouting, "No, that'll do us for 2 years, 4 years, whatever it was." Great, I've not got a problem with that, but what I've got a problem with, he knows that. And then he lets that manager go out there and set that team up to play that way and blow the living daylights out of that Rangers support. Now, Rangers didn't play well, and I agree with all the criticisms and all the things that have been said. I totally agree. That's down to us to break them down, blah, blah, blah. But it does take two teams to tangle, by the way. Now, they're going to get beat. They know they're going to get beat. So what's the point in this? I still can't see. Oh, we don't want to take it down. Why not? 40,000 Pluto's turned up there. They've probably saved your club for the next 2 years. But you're going to sit there and blow the living daylights at them. That's wrong, guys. I don't care. Okay, Rangers should take their share of criticism. Gerrard should take his share of criticism. I agree with all that. But Stranraer needs to take a huge slice of criticism for that crap. A team of has-beens out there, and you're sitting going, what? I've never seen them. That's the first time this season. They're getting relegated. That's a cert. That's an absolute cert. They're getting relegated. And I'm sitting looking at it going, we've saved you. All the people's all turned up there on a freezing cold night. The game's on the telly, and you treat them like that. That's not on, as far as I'm concerned. And I'll emphasise it a wee bit more. That clown for St Mirren, that Goodyear, he's out the day saying we're going to frustrate the living daylights out of Rangers on Wednesday. I'm saying, I'm now thinking, am I going to that game? Do I want to go along there sitting another cold night?
Same movie, mate. It'll be the same movie. It's
not right. It's just they're driving people away from football. What do they think they're going to be doing? What's this all about? I don't get this is about. They seem to forget it's entertainment. You're supposed to be on there trying to win a game. Two teams trying to win a game of football. We've just lost the plot on up in this country with football. We really hope. I've told you before, winning football is everything to me. But at the same time, when you've got Stranraer sitting there,
and again, it's a close game, mate. You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly, mate. But you're sitting there going, come on, do a bit of a show. Okay, take your down, Stranraer. So what? You took it down. You're away with the object of your lesson was to get enough money to keep these going for 2, 3, 4 years. That job's done. The Rangers fans turned up in their droves, watched you, paid their money, and that's the way we get treated. No, it's not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to criticise Rangers for that game at all. Aye, okay, they should be playing their full team. I agree with all that. But I'm not going to criticise Rangers. That's down to Stranraer. They turned that into a big bore fest, an absolute bore fest. I mean, that's an ideal game to take a wee boy along to your Waynes along to show them Rangers for the first time. They wouldn't want to get back after that.
I get your point about it takes 2 games to make a contest, yeah. But when I'm watching that game, we players on the park, we failed to control it, failed to pass it. We deserve
the criticism for that, folks. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing the point with that one. But come on. You're sitting there trying to control boys when there's 20 players on about. You know what I mean? All within a 15 feet space. You've got it, and you've got big, huge, fat trumpets. They can't run. I mean, they can't run. They're done. There has been.
Oh, bear, that's shocking, by the way.
Have you seen the Rangers Radio 5-a-side team?
Oh, boy. I must admit, though, the young lad who was at centre forward for them, he was playing junior 3 months ago. Stevenson, he looked enormous. I mean, obviously, he's maybe 2-3 stone, way overweight. You know?
I mean, I was supposed to get a taxi to run him.
These guys, obviously, they're wage, they're in their 30s or something like that, way into their 30s, but they're at a level of football that they're maybe just getting a game in name air, if you follow me.
Do you just see everything that's wrong with Scottish football?
Oh, why?
Where's the pyramid system?
Excuse me, can I just say, guys, I'm not being funny when I say this. I don't know where the 3 stats came from. I was looking on Follow, and somebody said that they were having 60% possession.
And that's because the goalie had it for about
No. They're talking about during play. The BBC, apparently, that's right enough. The BBC, they put this. The joke figures come out. Rangers only 22% possession for one of them, and all this nonsense that came out. You go, what is going on here?
Bridge, put it this way: Stardog's on there, and he takes wee Connor along there. He's starting to take the boy to the football. Now, that's an ideal game to take the wee boy to. and you go, right, you're out to see the Rangers. The wee boy will be excited and all that. And then that drivel gets dished up to him. And don't forget about how Rangers played. That's than that, you're getting it. Come on, that's driving people. That wee boy's got every right to turn and say, don't take me back there.
That happened to me in the 70s and against Dundee on a Sunday. We get beat 3-0, mate. So if you went, they were lucky in the Friday night, yeah?
I'd agree with what Albert's saying there. I think there was a lot of season ticket holders who never took up the tickets for that game on Friday night. So a lot of people who don't get the chance to see Rangers were present at the ground. And I feel sorry. And we're lucky. Most of us are season ticket holders. We get to see Rangers when they're in full flow live. And for a lot of people who were there with family and kids, I think it was a shame. Absolute shame.
Yeah, we'll bring in the family, man. We'll bring in Stardog and get his take on it. Evening, Stardog.
Evening, guys. He's all right.
Aye, but I don't know if you picked up where the debate's gone. I mean, obviously we've had the wee fall along a couple of times this season, and I mean, one was the summer and one was the winter, which is two different trips, isn't it?
Yep, that's true, mate. That's true. We're at the St Joseph's game, and then obviously we're at the Hearts game, and oh man, the Hearts game was cool, mate. But there was plenty. I mean, that's 11 goals in 2 games, so I think Connor should be going to these games more often. He seems to bring the goals with him. Aye. He seems to bring the goals with him, mate. But I was listening to what Albert was saying there. I think you can pick some of the blame on Stranraer. I mean, obviously they're trying to steal a result and things like that. I don't think they had a plan B. I said that before the game started, mate. I think their plan A was to defend. If we get an early goal, then they didn't have a plan B. But, I mentioned that post-match, mate, I really think the midfield could have moved the ball a lot faster. You'd noticed it yourselves. Nathan Patterson was standing in acres of space a good few times in the first and the second half. And I would have just liked us to go with the big switch, mate, rather than passing it across the full midfield. I think we were a bit slow and lackadaisical that way. But, I mean, it's a win at the end of the day, and we're back to the league on Wednesday, mate. But I can half agree with all Bailey and mate. I mean, Stranraer, that's the only thing they can do to is really there's nothing they can do to affect us, mate. So I think Rangers could have shifted the ball a lot faster, mate, and I don't think Hamilton would have been able to cope with that for a full 90 minutes. Stranraer, sorry.
I mean, I didn't think we had a lot of pass marks in the team, but that's only my opinion. I don't want to go overly bored with the critique, JFK, but because it's a big picture here.
I can see where all Bears coming for. I agree with him up to a point, but I mean, I still maintain that the gaffer maybe realised that he could have picked a more stronger team. For me, for the main reason is that going forward to the next game, I mean, they played a game against a very, very average team in Dubai. And he should have played as near his full team as he could to get them going and up and running. They used playing a bounce game, against Queen of the South at Ibrox. And so, I mean, the game's gone now. We've won the game. We're in the next round. So let's look forward to Wednesday night. But for me, I'm with yourself and Fox. I think there's room for criticism there. The manager. Obviously, it wasn't him that made the game as poor as it is. And there was individuals there who unfortunately didn't shine on the night because it was giving them a chance to show what they could do, but they never took that chance. So that's disappointing. But it's onwards and upwards.
Even with the managers coming out and saying that, even the manager came out and said he was a bit bold again. He's criticising himself, mate. He's not exactly held back himself. So I definitely think it's fair to say, mate, we could have moved the ball a bit faster. We could have been a lot sharper. There was players in there that were put in there to prove, mate, that they can push the first team players. And a lot of them never done that for us, mate. And I think Steven Gerrard's been very fair with his comments, as have we on here as well.
Yeah.
Come on, let's name names. So who never done it for you, Stardog?
Jordan Jones was a big disappointment, mate, because Jimmy was kind of looking forward to seeing him more than most folk as well, mate. But I really did get impressed with Jordan Jones at the start of the season against Midtjylland. I thought he had a great game. And then obviously get the suspension. I was really looking for something off him on Friday, mate, especially at home to Stranraer. Friday night, crowd of 40,000 behind you. Andy Halliday was below steady for me. Usually he's kind of just steady in his position, but he was kind of below steady, mate. There's a lot. He never, for a left-footed player, he never played the ball down the line once. It was always inside with his passes, mate, and we really, really missed Barisic for that. for the width that he gave us. So Jordan Jones and Halliday, mate, and then Barker and Ojo, when they come on as substitutes, I've never ever seen anybody that's ever played with Rangers that's failed to take on so many players. I've never seen Brandon Barker beat a player yet, I don't think. I just don't think he's got what it takes, mate. And Ojo, I had great expectations for him coming up here, but we're now in January, mate, and he's still not produced it, and that's half a season, so I think the kind of wait's over with that one as well, mate, because at Rangers we just can't afford to wait on these people. We need success now, and we need these players to be pushing the first team players, mate, and I just don't think they boys have got it.
All right, I mean, I didn't think that. I didn't think at times Jack and Arfield were particularly good nearer, and Defoe, obviously, Defoe's always trying to peel off his shoulders and hide behind guys. Oh, but that's his game, innit? Just ghosting, if you like.
The problem I've got a real concern now in the next 2 or 3 games because we've not got Morelos, because the guys are not reading Defoe. They're not reading his runs. They're holding on to the ball too long. He's making the runs. He's already made the run. Arrived, and they've done another 2 touches. Then they fire it into him. You're getting it too late. I don't think Bigaribo or Jones or Barker or Arfield are reading what Defoe's doing. I don't know if they can read what he's doing, because watch his runs. His runs are fantastic, absolutely fantastic, but he's not getting the ball when he should be getting it. So he's totally ineffective, and that's my concern for the next couple of games. You need to feed the guy. If you feed the guy at the right time in that area, bang, that's a goal. That boy will score. We all know it. He will score. But the last few games he's played, he's not getting fed. He's totally ineffective. You're right, he's totally ineffective. But you need to look at the players around about him to say, I mean, the only one that really reads these runs is Davis. Jack and all them can't read them as well. They wait that fraction too late, or they want another wee half touch or touch on the ball before they give him the ball. His run's already made. He makes a run, you need to ping it right away. That's why he scores his goals. But hey, well, we better get it right for Wednesday, because if you don't read his runs this time, we're going to struggle on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, obviously we're only critiquing the particular match, Bridgeman, but we've got to be fair in our assertions of how the game went.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think that the boys are putting fair comment in. My own personal opinion, when I looked at it, I thought that Halliday was not as good as he should have been, because he was playing left half, and hardly any defensive requirement at all at his game, and he didn't do too well. He got caught a couple of times, admittedly, but his crossing was a bit suspect. He wasn't getting the ball in. I think that I have to take my hat off to all the fans. There was a lot of fans mouthing about what's the matter with Jones and so on and so forth. I was thinking that it's his first full game back after his injury, after his long layoff. So I think maybe we should be giving him a couple of games. I might be wrong there, but I think we should be giving him a couple of games to get match fitness into his legs, and that's maybe what he needs. He needs to get some match fitness in somewhere along the line. Sorry?
You know my thoughts on this. Rangers first team is not the place to be getting your match fitness.
Oh, absolutely, and I think that game the other night was ideal for him, or could have been ideal for him. But each time he got the ball, when he was trying to run, you end up with 1 man, 2 men, 3 men on him, and it's very difficult to get past people like that. You're not getting the pace. He needs space to be able to get a bit of speed
grass,
up.
Mate. He needs grass.
That's right, he needs that space. He wasn't getting it because you've got the ball up to somewhere like the 30, 40 yards, and then all of a sudden you're running into this big, huge white wall of 9 players. And trying to cut through that is very difficult. And your guys...
He proved one thing, Bridge. I think he proved one thing, Jones, on Friday night. He can't play the Kent role. He just can't do it.
He's not good enough. Not good enough. Certainly not fit enough or fast enough. And you just can't do it. He doesn't have those skills that Kent's got. But I honestly,
you've also
goodness,
got to remember that one's a free transfer and one's £7 million.
I'm not trying to say anything about. I'm not making a comparison. I'm just saying that the role that Jones normally plays is something between the midfield up into the outside left role, and he's nearly always got 20, 30 yards to run onto the ball. By that time, he's gathered whatever pace he requires. But for him, you expect him to be able to run within 5 yards, getting up to full pace. It's going to harm. He doesn't have that much pace anyway. These guys knew what they were doing. They just gave Rangers virtually the whole park, and we'll just move out. And as we move out, we'll push them back a wee bit, and then we'll leave it again. And their 2 centre halves to be honest, and their goalkeeper. We made that goalkeeper look really good. I'm not being funny when I say that. We made him look really good. That's about the fourth goalkeeper we've done.
That was the frustration, Bridge.
Absolutely.
You know. JFK then Startup. Can you come, JFK?
I'm disappointed, obviously, in Jordan Jones. You know, a real disappointment. I thought he'd have done better than that. But the substitution of Barker, to me, Barker's a wasted jersey. So is Ojo. Jack and Arfield for me. Trying to get the ball to Jermaine Defoe was some of their passing was very, very poor. I mean, our back four was good, and the aspect is that they weren't actually tested at any time. The boy Patterson's crossings was excellent, and Edmondson and Katic, they could have just stood it about having a wee chat with Fordingham the whole game because they'd done nothing. Halliday tried his best. Stephen Davis had a decent game up to a point. So did Aribo. But for me, Jones, Barker, Ojo, I'm sorry, but they need to up their game, especially Jordan Jones. And that's what disappointed me all year. I'd rather he started with others for the first team in it, and then he could have maybe changed it once the game was well and truly won. And the fact that I meant putting Kent on the park and bringing Jones on as his replacement rather than Barker, I'd rather have seen that. I'm just hoping come the 31st of January Ojo's away. He's no going to do it for me at all. He's spent, mate. For me, I've no any confidence in him.
I thought it was a season-long deal, mate.
Well, if it is, then I would stick him with the stiffs, as they call him, because for me, I think he's stealing a jersey now. I just don't see it happening for him. Too many big games coming up. Second half of the season now, as we all know, and it's. I know, but for me, it's no there for him. It's no there.
Can I give in an ox, yeah?
On you go. Briefly
just to talk about. Sorry, Paul.
Stardog sitting there ready to come in.
No, you got to carry on then. Carry on.
No, you go on.
I was just going to say about Ojo. I thought when Ojo first came on the other night there, I thought he played quite well. He was getting a hold of the ball. He was beating his man and so on and so forth. And he was laying off the ball, not too bad. But for some reason or other, after about 10 minutes, he just completely fell out of the game. And he couldn't control the ball at all. That's what it looked like to me.
Because that's the kind of mentality he's got, Bridge.
I think he's short of confidence as well, mate. I don't want Stardog at me. I don't think the boy's a player, but I also think his confidence is went. And he comes Stardog.
I think very much like Jordan Jones, mate. I think this is also a player that needs a bit of gas in front of him. But I would say more so with Ojo. Ojo seems to be the complete opposite for the player I thought he was going to be, mate. I really thought he would be an impact player. I thought, very much like his goal against Feyenoord, I thought it would be a player that would just have that shot or that bit of skill. There's just that final bit of class, mate, to make things happen. And it's sad to say that he's just really not done that for us, apart from that one goal you could say against Feyenoord. I think if you were going to give him anything, it probably would be that goal, mate. Apart from that, he's done absolutely nothing for us. He's different for Jones in the sense that he can actually beat a man, but his final product's poor. And like Bridgeman says there, he comes on to games and he looks bright and things like that. But if things don't go his way after maybe 5-10 minutes, you see the heat going down straight away, and it's as if he becomes no interested in the game, mate. So I don't think that's a player we can afford to have at Rangers. I think half a season's enough. I think Jimmy will probably agree with me on that. And we us two backed him more than anybody, mate, before he came in. I think 6 months is enough. You know what I mean? At this club, mate, we need to win the league this year. And if there's a possibility we could get somebody else in to cover him, then whatever. But I think it's a wasted jersey now as well. Same with Brandon Barker, mate. I think Brandon Barker especially, I think his game time is going to be very, very limited between now and the end of the season. I really do.
All right. I mean, obviously, in their defence, I'll give them a bit of slack. The two boys come on as sub, but it's not the first time that two subs have had a bad game, Albert.
Yeah. The boy Barker, I don't know what's up with that boy. I mean, I think the boy's got the ability. It's just, again, he's just no Ojo and Jones no showed it for whatever reason. But whatever they need to find soon, by the way, because as Stardog says, we need to win this league, by the way, and we need everybody to do it. We'll need to be all together, and we need everybody available to do it. So they need to find whatever it is they need. They need to do it quick. And I really can't tell you. I really can't put my finger on it. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, if you can't do it against Stranraer, what's up? What opposition can you do it against? Know what I mean?
That was
I
my
don't know
point,
what you think.
Albert. The point about when JFK was saying, maybe his fitness and things like that, even in the first 10, 20 minutes, mate, you'd expect him to get the ball and run it some days, you know what I mean? He just never did that. There was one point in the first half where he ran the full line for the halfway line, just ran in a big sideline. So, even in the first 10, 20 minutes, mate, if it was his fitness, you'd still expect him to try and do something while he's got the energy. And he never did it, mate. And like you say,
I was
if you can't do
expect-
it against Rotherham, you're not going to get the
I
chance
was
against
expecting
Rotherham,
for
are
an
you?
hour anyway, Stardog. I'm saying, well, he'll go for an hour and then he'll just run out of steam. I mean, but he never
Aye.
even ran for 20 minutes. You know what I mean,
Oh,
but to
no,
be
but
fair
the
to
first 20
Ojo, by
minutes
the
he
way,
was
to be fair to
non-existent.
Big Ojo scored, by the way. That was a perfectly good goal. That goal should have stood.
You're right, but what I will say about Jordan Jones, I mean, we can talk about his fitness, and Fox will bring you in on this. You should still be able to take up the right positions and control the ball, even if you're, say, 3/4 fit at that level. There's no excuse for positioning and no control on the ball.
I agree partly with what people are saying about it's his first game back after a long injury. But we've got three players we're talking about here is Jones, Barker and Ojo, who for me are all wide players, mate. And that's a different role altogether, playing in a front three where they're more inside forwards. And I don't think any of them are equipped for it. I think the people that are equipped for weren't available.
Is Jamie Murphy?
Jamie Murphy and Greg Stewart, I would say, are more equipped for that role. They might not have the pace, but they've got the quick feet and can find a pass. And unfortunately, Jamie Murphy's away to Burton Albion, and the other one was injured. So I wouldn't be too thingy. Barker for me is he runs with the ball, doesn't he lift his head, mate? That's his problem. Seems to run into a cul-de-sac and then it gets the ball taken off him. Ojo tends to be the same, and also with Jordan Jones, it's a completely different role, Ox. I think players that play either side of the striker in our formation need to be half a striker in them as well, where they can score goals.
I get that you're asking people to maybe play a position that's for them. These are, if you take, don't know if Ojo's been capped. Well, he's been capped at a good level for England. Jordan Jones is an internationalist. You should still be able to stop the ball and be in the right position where you're asked to be with the gaffer. That's basics of being a professional football player. Albert.
It's true. I mean, the basics are the basics, no matter what position you're playing in. You're right about that. You know what I mean? So you be able to trap a ball, take a ball in, turn with a ball, pass a ball, head a ball, just a ball. You know what I mean? They're just all basics. But when you're getting put into that position to say, look, they must have been doing it in training. They must know what they're to do. They must know what they're supposed to be, what they're expecting them to do. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, the three of them look like they're playing with a handbrake on. For some odd reason, you're going, Big Ojo, Aribo came out the other day saying, it's great, I've got the freedom, the boss has told me to have the freedom and go to express yourself. These three boys seem to don't want to express themselves. They seem to be holding back, thinking, well, I'm supposed to be playing to tactics, when actual fact the tactic is go and express yourself, go and do it in the last third of the park. And they don't seem to want to do it. I don't know, and I don't understand why. I really don't.
I think young Barker disappointed himself as well, to be honest. You were right. He runs with his head down a lot, and he obviously needs to. I could understand if he was running at full pace and let me get past him, but he actually didn't look as if he was going to beat MD for pace when he got the ball. But I think again he's, they're not 100% fit, and will they ever be 100% fit? You can ask yourself, but I think the fans put up with a lot, and take the hat off to all the fans that were there. By the way, they brought up quite a good wee crowd as well, so hats off to them. It was a poor game and a poor night.
But to be fair, they're never going to get fit if they're not showing for the ball and doing something with the ball and moving.
That's exactly what I'm meaning.
Passing.
That's actually, that's what I'm meaning. Sorry, pal.
I mean, they could play for out of Doomsday and never get fit playing like that. You need to get involved. You need to get the sleeves rolled up and going, I'm getting into this game. And if you can't do it against Stranraer, come on. We has-beens and big fat trumpets, so you can't do it. And you can't run by... if you can't run by that Hamill, there's something really wrong with you, know what I mean?
That's a good point. One of the big difficulties, of course, is that you get a wee bit scared in case you get clugged basically a poor side. Somebody gets a right good doing it. Now, I'm saying this in all honesty. Halliday could have had a really serious injury there, very serious injury. There should have been a red card straight away. The referee shouldn't have stopped in any way, shape or form. Cheating, beating at his best. That's what it was for me. And that's not taking anything away. You're absolutely right. A lot of these players, well, not a lot, but some of these players, they should realise that what the manager said tonight there in his interview there, he's saying, there's a chance for you. And son, you're not taking it. And that's what he'll probably be telling them tomorrow. Probably telling them, you never took it, sorry. That's it. And that may include just Mr. Barker. Might just include it.
Yeah, because he's made started had them at the appropriate manner saying, come on, boss, I want more game time to get the show today. And then he's giving them it and saying, I've seen you. You know, it's the problem we've got as starter game, what it's shown up for me is we are short. We have got maybe 12, 13, 14 outfield players. After that, our quality dips considerably.
Well, there's only one position in the full park that you could possibly have a debate for a position. Maybe two. Centre midfield. In fact, not even centre midfield, because the midfield three is the midfield three, mate. Centre back, it would be between Katic or Golson and Hollander for the two centre back pairings. Apart from that, mate, there's no fight for anybody else in that team. Nico Katic is the only person that has been drafted for that squad that has showed a real fight and a real desire to get back into the squad. And when he's been in the squad, he's taken his chances. I think we could all name a first 11 now, mate, and we would probably, apart from the centre backs, we would all be in agreement of who the first 11 would be. I don't think we've got a squad of even 13, 14. I really don't. You could put Greg Stewart in there, Scott Arfield when he comes on as well, but Nico Katic. But apart from that three, mate, there's nobody else in that squad that I can rely on, really. Because like Albert says, even when Defoe's playing for us, it's a totally different style of play. So we need to sort that out, mate. I don't know if there will be any new bodies in January or other folk that are there just really need to get their finger out, mate, and show desire. But one thing I do know is it's going to get very hard to win a league, mate, with 11 players and 11 players only. So if anybody gets injured or suspended, then we've got a task on our hands, mate, because these boys like Jordan Jones, Barker and that, I would like to think that they would be able to step in for this, mate.
We'll get two players, one suspended, one injured. Arguably our two best players.
Plus Kamara.
Kamara played.
What's wrong with Kamara? No, Kamara never played.
No, but you were saying that we could pick our midfield three. Mm-hmm. Kamara is part of the midfield four and just as likely to play in any given day, you know.
No, I'm saying my match day squad would be Kamara, Jack, and Davis, mate. Sorry, and I said Arfield could come in, you know, but he's in the squad. He doesn't really look that out of place. But my midfield would be Jack, Davis, and Kamara, mate. My front three would be Aribo, Kent, and Morelos, and my back four would be what it is basically most weeks with Katic in there, and obviously Aaron McGregor and Nets. And I think we would all be fairly in agreement with that. Like I say, give or take Hollander or Katic or Golson or whatever, we've all been kind of disagreement with what two should play in there. But apart from that, mate, I can't really see anybody else that would be straight in that team. That would be the first 11. I think that's the strongest 11 we have.
I know we're a hard
so Kamara would be in that for me.
I know we're a hard crowd, but is this maybe a reality check?
I think the reality check. Was when obviously Alfredo's out. I think the reality check was when we took after Jermaine Defoe and we were left with Ojo. And I suppose the debate's going to happen sooner or later, but I mean, the 31st of January, we need another striker. We need another striker in this squad, and who that's going to be, God only knows. But I think it showed, you know, Albert said earlier on, you know, Jermaine Defoe's not getting the service that he deserves. then who else is going to put the ball in the back of the net? We seriously need a third striker. And the thing is, I mean, there's been a couple of names bandied about the last 48 hours and that, and one of them is a £1.5 million player. But would you like to bring a £1.5 million player and tell Jermaine Defoe your new number 3 striker? So something's got to be done, and I think it's got to be done quite quick. On the right back position, I've had my doubts about young Nathan Patterson, but what I saw there, I know it was against Stranraer, but I've got a lot of confidence in him that going forward that he can maybe just grab this baton and run with it, and I think that he'll do well.
I don't think he'll play on Wednesday, mate.
I think he will.
No, I don't. I think Flanagan will be in, mate.
I hope no, but we'll see what happens on Wednesday. But I mean, I don't know about the rest of the guys. I mean, I heard Stardog saying about in his summation there, he not once did they mention a striker, and I think that's a big thing for us. We need another striker. We need. I've been saying it since the end of last season.
On you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say
one at a time. When you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say that on the young lad Patterson, I thought he had a tremendous game for his first game for the club. You take your point about the chances are that a manager may not, from a safety perspective, may not take the chance on him in Wednesday night, because if he do, you've got to watch out for the clugging. He's only a young boy; he get easily battered, and that's all there is to it. They've got to watch out for that.
I
don't think he'll play either.
Oh, I think the reason he got the game on, the gig on Friday night is the opposition, plus we couldn't play Polston or Flanagan if one of them got hurt in that game, and then all of a sudden we are doing to the young boy. And I think the boy showed a lot of promise, and I just don't think he got thrown in. All better than you come, mate.
I don't be surprised if he does what you thought he was going to do on Friday to play Edmondson at right back. So he might do that, because this is a big team. Remember, this is under a big, tall team. So I think you might have that. In fact, I would actually do that. I would actually play Edmondson at right back when the Tab's out. But Jimmy's right. We need a forward. There's taking away from it. We need a forward, and we need a forward desperately. And I mean a decent forward. I don't mean third and fourth choice forward. I mean a decent, because if we're going to keep a third or fourth choice forward, we'd have kept the boy running. I mean, what was the point of sending him out of Partick Thistle? Was he no good at all? Is he no any good at all? You know what I mean? So you're sitting going, we need a forward. I don't know what the thinking is up there. I really don't know what the thinking is.
He had a decent game yesterday, Albert.
Did he? Aye.
Against the Puddle Drinkers, aye. He had a reasonable. I saw about 2/3 of it. He had a reasonable game, mate. I must admit. Mm-hmm. I can see where you're coming from.
Jamie Burjonas went there as well, did they know?
He went in loan, aye.
Aye.
That's the point I'm making, Jimmy. I mean, what did we send him out to, or sell him out to Partick Thistle when we're so short in the forward department? I don't get it. If we're not going to buy one, that is, or get one on loan.
Who's that is away? Obviously, Gresda's away.
Burjonas and Murphy.
Burjonas and Murphy are out on loan.
Docherty's supposed to be signing tomorrow.
For who?
Sunderland.
I heard it was Charlton.
Is it? They came in at the last minute then, aye. We're talking about the Sky News today. So definitely, there you go. But he'll be off anyway.
Apparently his wage demands were a problem for Sunderland, Jimmy. That's what I heard anyway.
Alright.
Martin Bain's not there anymore.
Nah, he is, no.
So, well, who else is left? Who's went? Gresda. There's more than that. Come on, help me out. I've not got a list in front of me.
Rudden's away. The boy, Atayak. He's away as well.
He's away. Atayak. There's nothing. It's not really fringe players as such. It's more young boys that's starting to disappear, isn't it?
It's Holt's away, you know. Herrera's away. Holt's away.
Holt's on loan still to St Johnstone, isn't he?
Aye.
Was he?
Aye.
Right.
Rossiter, he's injured, isn't he?
I play with Fleetwood, he's injured, but we're not going to get any money for them. They're not going to sign contracts that would have got a few weeks to go.
I think Crancher's going at the end of the season.
Crancher.
I mean, I heard. On you go.
Can I just come in on the need for a striker? We aren't privy to Rangers' plans going forward. If we were to sign another striker in this window, maybe Rangers have got a big target for the summer, mate. And to bring in somebody new, you'd need to offer them a 2 to 3 year contract and might never get a game. So the only other way I can see it is on loan.
For 6 months, Fox.
Aye, a 6 month deal on loan. But are we going to get MD of any quality on a 6 month loan at this time?
He's got to. I mean, I know he was injured, but he's got to include Greg Stewart and Mary's Pools. That for me would solve part of the problem. If Greg Stewart was there as a backup, and try to give him a bit more game time. Because I've said here before, folks, we've obviously lost Alfredo for another 2 games, and me and you disagree on the fact I don't think Jermaine Defoe would last the rest of this full season. If he has to get a run of 6 or 7 games, I don't think he'll last, mate. For me, he's an impact player, more so now than before. And I know he's playing on there he's Selden now because Alfredo's injured, but I'd like to see a other striker, and a striker on loan would do. I don't want us to go out and spend $1.5 million on the boy Shankland. For first and foremost, he's no worth that, and he's no any better than what we've got. So for me, it's a no. It's no money that I think.
Is that what the price is for him, Jimmy?
$1.5 million they're talking about.
I wouldn't pay that, mate. No, I wouldn't pay that. Jesus.
I think our scouting squad's had a good look at Shankland, and I don't think he's what we're looking for, mate.
Exactly.
The boys that he can take a chance. There's no doubt about that. But to lead the line at Ibrox, you need a lot more than that to your game, I think.
100%, mate. 100%.
We know after him for one of these special deals last year. We could have signed him in January for a what do they call that deal again? You sign up in January and you start free contract. I think we could have got him for nothing because that's what Dundee United done. They ended up jumping and getting him.
Mate, they've all had a look. And the boy's a good finisher, but is he any better than saying Nicky Clark? Does that make sense?
Good point.
Can I just say, guys, and this is only Bridgman's opinion. No way in this God's earth am I going to give Dundee United £1.5 million. Absolutely no way. The fans will go mental.
Has there been anything about the boy for Stoke? Has anybody heard the boy Tyrese Campbell? Is that that's kind of went quiet? That was a boy I'd be interested in.
He's playing for Stoke tonight and scored the first goal for him.
But
that's a boy I'd really be interested in.
The likes of him you wouldn't get to the summer anyway. So maybe that's who we're hanging fire, sign him on a pre-contract, bring him in the summer. I just don't see...
If something else happened to Morelos, we're in this predicament, but it is just Defoe, mate, you know what I mean? Morelos' discipline record in the past couple of weeks, it's starting to kick off again, and we just don't want the referees latching on to him the same way as they did last season, and it's getting to the point where, he's going to get more bookings, mate, because they can't help themselves.
Well, let's also put that into context. I never seen much of the game at Firhill, but a striker scores a goal and then shushes the away fans, or the home fans.
Yeah.
He never get booked, did he, JFK?
There you go, there's the difference. They just can't help themselves, mate, and it will keep happening with Morelos, because they can't leave him alone, and they never will.
You know. I hope JFK, he'll be talking to his agent. He'll be talking to his agent.
If we keep on talking about if Alfie gets red cards, if Alfie gets injured, if Defoe gets injured, we could go on like that. We were like that in the summer, and none of the two of them have been injured. Morelos is unfortunately
suspended. Fox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been suspended. I don't disagree with that, but if the referees were a wee bit fairer on Alfie, wouldn't he be suspended half of the time since he came here, mate? You know?
That's
not
true,
gonna happen.
but the bottom line is, the bottom line is, seeing Alfie is to get a booking, he gets a booking. He's the only player in Scotland that if he's to get a booking, he'll get it. Other players deserve bookings, but they don't get them, and that's why they're not getting sent off. But they're Alfie. Doesn't matter what it is, if that's a booking, you're getting it, son. And that's the thing
You
that
seen
annoys
it in
me.
the
Like that
Old Firm
booking
game.
against Parkhead, that booking in Parkhead, he did that's the for the dive. That Clancy didn't have to give him that booking. The game was done. He blows the whistle. It's done. No, I'm going to give him the booking. So he never gets away with anything with Alfie. He just doesn't. And that's the problem we've got up here. And Stardog says they're not going to leave him alone until we stand up for that wee guy. They're not going to leave him alone.
Yeah.
He was racially abused at Parkhead, and still nobody said anything about it.
No, but they're all upset and hurt, and people celebrating goals. That's not allowed, and
Double
people
standards, that's what it is.
people making gestures. I mean, I've never known an implosion like it all better in all my years watching this football for one league game.
It's over
You're
50 years
absolutely
I've been
right there.
watching football. Over 50 years, same as Brock, same as Bridge and Jimmy. Over 50 years watching the Rangers, by the way. And I've never, ever in my lifetime known it to be like this. This is borderline lunacy, by the way. It's mafioso stuff. It's not right. You're sitting going, get a grip of yourself. You've lost the game fair and square. Come on. And by the way, the referee was lenient towards you, and you're complaining about him, but they're doing it as a cover-up. We all know why they're doing it. The racist abuse, they didn't want to get pulled up for the racist abuse, which is clearly been heard. They don't want it, so we'll cause all this big eruption along with the Gimps, Hartson and Sutton. We'll get them out there with the usual nonsense. Who are we going to pick on? Who do they always pick on? Alfie. Pick on him. Let's get a hold of him. Let's start it off with him. The boy get racially abused and something should be done about it. And that FA and that nil by mouth brigade, all the crappers, they should be out saying something about it, and not one person said anything about it. Not a commentator, not a newspaper, not a TV station.
Anyway,
right, sorry guys.
Get yourself some mute, and we're going to have a tune.
How many years ago, my boys, I left the Glasgow town. I followed the pull of the Yankee land and here settled down. Although I met the Bridgeton Cross and my friends so near and dear, what I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. You can talk of California where the sun shines all the year. You can bomb about your Broadway lights so clear. But it would fill my heart with gladness, it would fill my heart with cheer, if we only had the Rangers over here. For they're the finest team in all the land, and I'm sure that you'll agree. To see them win is something grand, it's part of history. For the boys who fear no noise, my lads, and I mean that's quite sincere. What I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. You can buck of California where the sun shines all the year. You can bum about your Broadway life so clear. But it would fill my heart with gladness, it would fill my heart with cheer, and we only had the Rangers over here. Finest team in all the land, and I'm sure that you'll agree. To see them win is something grand, it's part of history. For the boys who fear no noise, my lads, and I mean this quite sincere. What I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. You can talk of California where the sun shines all the year. You can bomb about your Broadway lights so clear. that it would fill my heart with gladness, it would fill my heart with cheer. If we only had the Rangers over here. If we only had the Rangers over here. If we only had the Rangers over here.
Hey. And if you want to hear Denver singing that live, you will be with us in a few weeks' time. Denver,
Excellent, excellent. If we only had the Rangers over here.
Well, back, gentlemen.
Yeah.
We've dovetailed into this, but we'll need to move on for it as well. And Fox, what I picked up in your voice, are you with us, Fox?
I am, pal.
Oh, you always worry about you when you don't answer right away. You mentioned about you didn't like the way the squad was rotated. Stephen Gerrard will claim he gets it right if we get the result on Wednesday, and we'll move on for that as well. On to Tynecastle, but the downside is I was really looking forward to the game on Friday night because we hadn't seen them in a competitive match for a few weeks. We've had that great result, or great December, shall we say, and it's went flat. Is it, or am I overreacting?
No, I think that most of the support would have felt the same way. We were hoping we would go out there and see a lot of goals, a lot of good football, and it just never happened, Ox. Simple as that. I was kidding on Thursday night when you asked me my score prediction, and I said nothing each and we'll beat them in the replay, but up until 40 minutes I was beginning to think I was nearly going to be right there.
You're only 4 away, mate. You're only 4 away. You know. Anyway, I think George for EK is John. This evening, George.
All right, lads. How you doing tonight?
All right, mate. How's your good self?
I'm all right, man. Just sat listening to you, Barry, and I have to agree with every point you've been saying. Everyone's been bang on the money. I says, see, all Bear saying about Defoe making the runs, you can see it in the ball, by the way, and it's wild how it takes him about another 2 kicks of the ball before trying to get the ball through. But that time you get 2 or 3 men on him, and he didn't play that type of game. You know what I mean? He's a totally different player.
Oh,
and as he says, he's an impact player. He totally has an impact player. And as for Jones, man, Jones, I don't know about Jones and that backer. As I said before, he's backing, absolutely backing. You know what I mean? And Ojo, he actually scored in that bounce game yesterday, man. And by the way, Alger was right. He did see that goal he scored. He chalked off. That was a good goal. It was a good finish. But at the end of the day, I just think the guy's a one-trick pony, honestly, I really do. And I do think I totally think need a third striker. We really do, man. We just can't rely on the 40 day off.
But it's a tricky one, mate. I mean, it's who you bring in and getting it right.
That's what I mean. I mean, you get Greg Stewart there, man, who's now injured, by the way. He's doing a long. Wait, is he due back or what?
I don't think it was serious, his injury. Hopefully, it might be fit for Wednesday, you know.
Hopefully, because we're going to need another striker, because we're going to have to find a way to find goals. Because that Friday night, I mean, as I said before, it was turgid. It was monotonous and all, watching it again. I was like, oh dear Lord, man, come on. And the way they were throwing the tackles about and all, man, they were trying to bust legs, weren't they?
Well, there was a couple of bad challenges. I thought the one on Hardy.
The one on Hardy was, I mean, that's an instant red card, of course. It's a yellow. You know what I mean? We were brilliant officiating. Did you see the thing about the gambling tonight? When you talk about the gambling in the news, saying even the referees involved in it. And there you go.
No, I did not see that.
Going to repeat that, pal. Going to repeat that.
He was saying something about the thing about the Hamilton manager. He said he's got a gambling problem, but also said he was down to officiating as well. And I was like, oh, aye.
Wow.
I mean, I think I'm going to watch.
Aye. Well, because that's why Clancy's face was stinking, man. He'd 300 quid on his money for Celtic to beat us.
Wow.
I think you've got to watch for the gambling, mate. I mean, obviously, I feel sorry for the boy Brian Rice to get an issue.
Aye.
You can't.
Lots of them players gone like that, by the way. You'll get paid. You get paid next week. I've not been paid for 3 weeks. You'll get paid next week, pal. You'll be all right. Next group comes up.
You see that one, folks? I smell a rat with that one. He actually wrote the letter, and with a bit I read, he wrote the letter to the SFA to stick himself in. That smacks of me, somebody tipping him off. Was somebody in that media tipping him off, saying, look, they're going to break this story about you, so you better get that in yourself.
The reason I feel it's the William Hill Scottish Cup. We're sponsored. There's a lot of teams sponsored for bookies, mate. There's a lot of hypocrisy.
We're sponsors.
Scotland don't do hypocrisy. Don't do hypocrisy.
maybe get somebody, Alfredo's mates. They might be sponsors. They've got.
I think that.
Apparently in that bounce game yesterday, he got a brace.
He did. He did that.
Aye. Can't get one. Nah, Ojo scored again.
Aye. And the
scored again. Aye.
I think Brian Rice should be banned for the game Sindai. He's a manager. He's been the manager there for a number of years. Absolutely no excuse other than he's got an illness. And if they're going to call it an illness, then he can't mix and match. You give him a 5-game ban, what's it going to do for him? He's got an illness.
I would need to know merit.
Oh yeah.
Before I would judge.
Just no way. He can't.
He's put a 6-team accumulator on boxing. You know what I mean?
If it comes up, the players will get paid.
You know what I mean, KFK? I'd like to know the devil's in the detail.
Be careful what you wish for, guys. I'm going to throw something in here. Paul Gascoigne. You're talking about a man who's got an illness and that, but you got to remember Paul Gascoigne his wife was pictured with broke fingers and all that. But so let's not be casting aspersions about a man who's got a betting gambling problem. No, our doorsteps no as clean either, guys. No, I lost a lot of respect for Paul Gascoigne when I saw the pictures. So, legend or no legend, what he done is worse than somebody gambling. So, let's not be throwing.
But wait a minute, Jimmy. The difference is we've not got a rug that we're shooting everything under. Our house is opened. It's absolutely open. We've done wrong.
I know that, but I don't. What I'm saying is, we're shooting. Look, without getting into a lot of detail on that, I've had a couple of members in my family who gambling's a horrible disease, so we shouldn't be throwing stones like that. That's not what Rangers Radio should be doing. You can make a wee joke about things, but I don't agree with him being sin-died. Now, the man's got a living to make, he's got an illness.
The devil's in the detail, mate.
If there was corruption in any sort down the line proved with his gambling, i.e. if there was any games that were maybe let slide or whatever, because that's different. But we're talking about a man who's got a gambling problem, so I'm not comfortable with the conversation, guys. Myself personally, I just think it's a good conversation. That's when it was
the wee fella was with us when he was at Rangers and he got done for the gambling.
He's the same.
Obviously it's an illness. People recognise it's an illness.
But he wasn't getting alcoholism's an illness as well.
But he wasn't getting any sympathy at all. Ian Black, he was getting hung down and quartered. As simple as that. All I'm saying is this isn't his first time. Right, it's not his first time. He's obviously the story will come out.
5 years he's been doing it.
Right, so if he'd been gambling for 5 years, 4 of those years or 3 of those years, he'd been a manager of a Premiership club.
Aye, we know that.
Well, you can't be. That's impossible. You can't allow that to happen.
Well, if he's putting an Aki on in the English Premiership every Saturday, it's got nothing to do with Scottish football or Hamilton. There's a big difference, mate.
But he's a manager of a Premiership club.
Ian Black put games on in Scotland, and
one of them with Rangers were playing.
Yeah, I understand, but we don't know until the detail comes out. You won't know where all these bets were.
Detail. Right?
Absolutely.
I just think it's an erroneous subject. To be quite honest with you, You know, it's no. You know,
It's a really difficult subject, Jimmy.
It's a stupid subject.
Jimmy, they hounded Ian Black. They absolutely hounded him because he was with the Rangers.
But it's, I mean, you're hounding a man because he's got an illness, and Ian Black's got an illness and all. But so leave it at that and let the powers that be deal with it, and let's talk about Rangers, or we'll just forget about it. I feel quite strong about it. I just think it's a stupid and it's a non-argument for me. May as well just turn it off and no listen to it again if I'm going to have to listen to. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but for me, it's nothing to do with Rangers. You can't compare apples and oranges, as they say. So for me, it's a non-event as far as I'm concerned. It's
just leave it. Just leave it out.
The devil's in the detail, and it'll come out in time. And let's just watch this. You know, if the guy's got an illness, he needs all the appropriate help.
Totally, well said.
Most employers would have to do. I mean, we've had guys on here with problems, and we've tried to help them with different kind of problems. I mean, but we've tried to help them. I try to make sure Fox gets hit. I always try to make sure Fox gets hit. You know, different kind of issues. Right, so look, we move on, but Albert, help me out there. How do we get this feel-good factor? This game's coming up Wednesday night, and I'm going to say this is the biggest game of the season because this is countdown time.
How do we get what?
The feel-good factor back. For that,
I still think the feel-good factor's there. It would have been different if the full first team played on Friday and we played like that. So I don't think we've lost anything regarding the feel-good factor. What we're concerned about is definitely the striking position. Not because I don't trust the foe. Far from it. I like the wee guy. I think the guy's a terrific striker. But we need to watch for feet in the low gas with this one. Because that idiot for St Mirren is coming out shouting, we're going to frustrate the life out of Rangers. Oh, goody. What a wonderful game. What a wonderful sight to look forward to see. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, come on, what's up with these people? They're after they're driving people away from the game. But anyway, I think if we do it right and play the way we can play, move the ball as Stardog says, we move the ball faster the way we can, I don't see a problem. I really don't see a problem. But if we start that turgid, the word turgid, to the other night, if we start that nonsense again, we'll struggle big time. And I don't think Gerrard will allow that to happen, to be honest.
No. We've got to get it right. Obviously, we'll at least roughly good outfield players. I would say 20% of our first picks will be playing with Morelos and Tav. But it's up to the rest of the team to stand up and get us over the line.
Well, it's a big loss. That's a big loss, by the way. And the rest of the team, as you said, definitely stand up. Definitely. I mean, look, you can't rely on Jones, Barker, Rojo, people like that to come in and do a job for us. I'm just hoping that the boy Stewart is fit enough to actually go on the bench or even maybe play. But I don't know if he will be. It doesn't sound... he said it was a tight calf. A tight calf.
I'd heard it was that DVT after his journey back from Dubai, deep vein. Is that deep vein thrombosis?
Oh,
I heard he'd taken a reaction to the flight.
I get that, man.
That's quite serious, isn't it?
Well, what it is, I mean, obviously, if you start to feel pain in the calves after a long flight, you're supposed to maybe keep your legs up a bit high. You know, but that's what I heard anyway. That it might have been a DVT in it, and they tried to train with it, and no. But I'm told that he will be fit for Wednesday. So we need to wait and see if that's true or no. But that's what I'd heard, Albert. It was that DVT he's got. So. With the flight for Dubai, so we'll just need to wait and see. But I'm with yourself. I'd love. I mean, with Alfredo being out, I mean, we need some sort of backup, and I'd be quite happy for Greg Stewart to be Jermaine Defoe's backup in the time that Fred's not out. But the manager, I mean, you guys all know better. I mean, the manager doesn't seem to want to be picking. You know, I know he's had Jermaine on the bench as the backup for Alfredo, but. So it kind of pushes him out of the equation. I'd like to see him get a bit more game time. I think it'd be a good player for us the rest of the season if we can just keep in, even in the 18. For me, I think he'd do
He's a wee
right.
bit different from what we've got,
Yeah.
JFK.
Aye, I know that. I realise that. Aye.
Starbug, a big game on Wednesday night, and we need to go in there with the right attitude. We can guess how they're going to play, how they're going to set up.
Aye.
What do you think? 4-5-1?
5-4-1, mate. I reckon there's 5-4-1, 4-5-1, mate. It'll be defensive anyway. They'll be sitting back again. This is another team that's come to Ibrox, mate, and they'll have no plan B. They'll have no backup plan. Their only plan will be to try and frustrate us, mate, and to try and nick a point for there. So we need to be on our game, mate. I would like to see us moving the ball a lot faster than what we did. I think that will happen because obviously there's going to be 5 or 6 first team players back in. I'd like to see the boy Patterson keep his place, mate. I really would. If you're not playing Patterson, then put Matt Polster in there because I don't think John Flanagan gives you anything going forward. And I think that would take a lot away for the team, mate. So I would like to see the boy Patterson keep his position, mate. But I mean, we've got to be at it. I'm fairly confident we'll get a result on Wednesday night, mate. I really am. I don't think MD can stop us in the way we're playing. When it's that first 11 that's on the park and when we're on our game, I think we're very, very hard to get anything off it, mate. You know, we've been a consistent team all round this season. I would say we've been pretty consistent, mate, on in the league. So let's just hope we can keep that going. And I mean, we just need to keep doing it, mate, for the rest of the season. It's one game at a time, as Bud says, and this is just the attitude we're going to have just one game at a time.
It's just these games become massive, Bridge Manor, because you can't win the league in the next 3 games, but you can certainly put yourself up. If you don't get it right, you can maybe blow it. Bridge?
Aye, you're absolutely right there. I think, like you said it a wee bit earlier, this game is the biggest game of our season, and every game from now to the end of the season, each one will be the biggest game. We need to win them. If we want to win this league, we've got to win. I don't see us not winning on Wednesday. I think we should be able to scoosh it against St Mirren. But their manager has said in the TV, so you expect him to come out and say something, and he has. And he's going to come out. And we just know, I mean, everybody's been there when St Mirren have came to Ibrox, or we went there, but particularly to come to Ibrox. It's a kicking match. And they're not going to line up 4-5-1 or 5-4, but they're going to line up 9-1. That's what they're going to line up. That's exactly what they'll do. These numbers in the park don't mean anything. They'll just sit back there and they're going to do it. And most teams that come in our league are going to do the same thing. They're going to line up 4-5-1, and all of a sudden they just drop back, and that's all there is to it. And they'll come out as 9. I'm like Goldberg. You get so frustrated with them, and it's just so unfair. That team played against us the other night, and they were actually wasting time for the 4th minute. The 4th minute, they were wasting time. Their goalkeeper walking from one end and putting the ball. Just rubbish. So I expect a lot of that on Wednesday night. But it is the biggest game, and we must win it. And I've every confidence we will.
Mm-hmm. So it's up to us to get the shoulder of the wheel, George, and get behind the team, eh?
Totally. I honestly think we'll do it. I think it'll be a different kettle of fish Wednesday night. I think we'll come out with firing all cylinders, and I think we'll do the damage. They're definitely going to play every man behind the ball, maybe try and hit in the break, try to sneak a goal. But I just think we'll be up for it, man. It'll be too much for them, and I really hope we beat them by 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah. But if you got to remember, guys, I mean, the last time we played them, what a rubbish game that was. It was Big Barisic scored, and that was at their 21-20 stadium, whatever they call it now. And Alfredo Morelos was on the bench that day. Jermaine Defoe had a nightmare. And they just played the same way, George, at their part, you know.
Exactly.
They just sat with the 8 in the box and just left that one player. Just stopped.
They're just wanting a point, you know what I mean?
Of course they are, you know, and that's the way. When Oxia said it's with Fox many times, you know. I mean, what we shouldn't have done there. Their upper 2 wingers just float, and they just compacted the midfield, and it was the same as I remember the Kilmarnock game a couple of weeks ago. And every time the boys tried to get the ball into it, there was a war players there. They just couldn't get the ball, and it was pure way to set any team out, and they will do that, especially when they come to Ibrox. But remember, they done it in August. We played them in 3rd or 4th game in the season, and we beat them 1-0. And that was a dirty
Aye.
game, but they only get, I think they only get 2 players booked that day. If my memory
Aye,
serves me
no.
right, but that was a dirty
Players should have
game
been-
that day, mate.
Exactly, man. They should have players sent half in that game.
Aye.
All but I think it's all about
That's another story, though, isn't it?
Aye.
we go with the right attitude. We move the ball quickly. We start making chance after chance. Hopefully, you get one goes. You get a bit of luck. We shoot for the edge of the box, whatever. But you just keep going at it, and we play for the 90 minutes because that's what it needs now. And it's countdown time. I know it's mad as it is, but we're sitting with we've still got 19 games to go in the league, but it's just countdown.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it definitely is countdown. There's no getting away from that. And you're right. If we move the ball fast, put it this way: if we play our game, fast passing, 1-2s, we through boys, they can live with us. But it's difficult. It really is difficult. I mean, if we move the ball the way we done in Friday night, we'll struggle big time. Really struggle big time. So and we can't let our heads get in. I mean, I'm looking at it and going, do I really want to go here on Wednesday night? Because I'll get frustrated. I know I will. But what do you do? What do you do in Scottish football? You've just got to go up there and bang away and bang away and bang away, and it's really, really annoying. You're going, that's what I want to do is go up and watch a game of football, a good attacking game of football. Let's have a go. But no, we're not going to get that. We're going to get our usual Kilmarnock, Hamilton, Livingston, St Mirren.
Yeah, and all there. We need to start shooting and all. We need to start shooting because the chances of a ricochet come off and send the keeper the wrong way, and it's a goal. You know what I mean? Or spills out and Defoe can go in it.
Right.
No, I mean,
there is a lack of shooting in the team. There really is, especially
totally.
for 20 yards in.
Look at that goal Davis scored last weekend in Dubai. Jack scored a couple last season. They can do it. I just don't know why they don't pull the trigger more often, mate. It was the exact same in that Stranraer game. They were putting the ball into the box and they were standing there with their back to goal. Lay it off and let somebody smash it.
Aye,
I mean, it's just it's too much of this tippy tappy football in the box sometimes, mate. They're trying to maybe get the ball to the full too much, and sometimes I just think we should just pull the trigger, mate. I mean, we've got some excellent strikers of the ball in that team, and I think we should use them there. And I mean, Ryan Jack's really stepped up his game this year. I mean, he seems to have a couple of shots a game, but we're going to need more than him. Even Davis and Kamara, I'd like to see them having a pop. I mean, that goal Davis scored in Dubai, that was an absolute pearler, so it was. So we know they can do it, so just pull the trigger, Mayor.
All right, good to hear from everybody so far, but there's other people out there if they want to use their views. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We were brought into the call by Technical Terry, and you can join the panel. If you phone in, hang up immediately, and then we will contact you right back. And what can they talk about JFK?
They can talk about the Glasgow Rangers.
Is that all right with you, Stardog?
That's all right with me, mate. That's all right with me. That's what it's all about. It's all about the Rangers.
What about you, George? Is that all right with you?
You better believe it. We are the people.
I thought you better struggle with that.
Oxy, ask a question, bud.
Yeah, go on, mate. No, don't make it. Is it for me personally or for everybody?
Nah, for you in a moment, because you can. The guys will take something from you on that. Do you think this meltdown's over?
No, I don't, mate. I don't.
No.
I've never done anything like it. Honestly, it's just I find it something entertaining and embarrassing, but no for us, mate. But I just no, I don't, mate. And what could make it even better if there was a dodgy decision on Wednesday night and they did trap up?
They'd die. They would just die.
You know, I don't, mate. I just think that they've got a lot. Obviously, you've got to have a bit of sympathy. They've got a lot going on at their club this now. Their share prices falling. They've got investigations left, right. You know, then obviously they've got a racist support who a club like no other. So they've got a lot going on. You've got to have a bit of sympathy.
I mean, come on.
You know?
Come on, mate. I mean, that Griffiths by man, he was inciting gun crime, innit? Putting 2 fingers in his ear, basically, with his mental health problems, trying to blow his own head off. I mean, why is there nothing said about that?
He's trying to see if the both ends of the tips of his fingers would meet, mate.
I think they actually did.
What was that about anyway? I mean, what was
There
he
you
doing?
go.
Does anybody know?
There you go again, Bridge. he tells the Partick Thistle fans to shush. We don't take offence to it. Morelos tells the horrible players to shush after he scores a goal, setting yellow card at half a park. And that's the problem we've got, the inconsistency.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're ever going to see Swansea again.
Sent off last year for blowing a kiss.
Yeah, ridiculous stuff.
It's Scottish football, Bridge. We're not allowed to sing. We're not allowed to smoke. We're not allowed to have a pint. Now we're not allowed to celebrate a goal. It's smashing this, isn't it? What do we actually pay money for?
I know that the statement.
When you put it like that.
I know the club made a statement and said they were going to come out after the weekend with another statement. I take it that's not going to happen.
Well, obviously they said after the weekend. It doesn't have to be Monday, you know.
Right.
You know, what they're saying is, well, obviously the Kent and Morelos thing. It's unbelievably. How do I put this? I'm trying to pick my words wisely here. When you think of some of the stuff that we've had to witness in the last 7 years, for a manager running on the park at an end of the season game, which was a bounce game, smoking a lot of interference for somebody, can you go and mute when you're not talking?
Somebody's eating sweeties.
Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've had to witness a manager running on the park in an aeroplane celebrating getting a draw at his own ground. With players tying scarves to their goal, trying to incite their crowd, defacing their equipment in the ground, defacing their ground, with gestures made to their support left, right, and centre. Yeah, we're no perfect. Unfortunately, boys made gestures to some of their players in some of the same games and had to deal with the consequences. All we're looking for is consistency. JFK.
Well, my take on it is that you remember that a couple of weeks ago, after we humped him at the Pedo Dome, they said that they wanted an apology for the SFA. Well, they've got their apology through the compliance officer. They're trying to do Rangers on false charges. How they can actually cite Alfredo and Ryan Kent, they'll be actually raging about Alfredo because Alfredo's been dealt with now. The referee booked him in the tunnel, so that matter's closed. No retrospective action. On Ryan Kent, no retrospective action because he would need to fast track him the same as he did with Christie. So what did it? Okay, the likes of Michael Beale and that, but they done a bit of swearies at the fourth official, and that happens. So they'll get a ban for it.
They'll need to face the consequences.
Exactly. So what is that? What is a problem? My problem is that. Listen to the others in the media who are actually jumping on their bandwagon, and they all agree. Some of the rubbish it's coming out for hard on. I mean, Hartson, I meant to say.
Well, that guy you just mentioned there, who tried to attempt to murder one of his players because kicking somebody's head off.
Aye.
Close to attempt.
When the guy was on his knees, Bridge. The guy was on his knees.
You listen to some of the rubbish that's coming out for them all, and the thing that angers me the most is that there's ex-Rangers players sitting in these studios, and they're no sticking up for Rangers. I've not got a problem with the puddle drinkers sitting in a studio and fighting the corner for the team that they've supported. But I want ex-Rangers players to do the same. I know Chris Boyd started to do it. The new he's just starting to come into his own, and I hope that continues. But guys, you wait to see next season when it's only Sky that's showing their football. They'll fill it full of puddle drinkers in the studio because their coverage is absolute rubbish, and they've not got any time for Rangers. If Rangers come out and make another good statement, then it's time to fight back. And Rangers need to take the establishment to the full road here. The SFA and the corrupt SPFL and the Pedo Dome Brigade. What's happening there? Why don't they do something there? Why are they just sitting waiting? Something's got to be done now. And they're just getting
You also think to last season when they won a game of football and they still couldn't leave our fans alone. They had to come in and antagonise them, yeah?
Yeah.
You you know, and obviously Halliday got involved, and rightly so. He tried to take some punishment, but he was sticking up for the Zayn Andy, and I'll never have him chastised for that. But he had to face the consequences. They've goaded us, and then all of a sudden they get beaten in their own place because they never thought it would happen, Bridgeman, and they can't handle it.
Well, in my opinion, you've heard me saying this a number of times, the worst result of their whole history was when Rangers, who were in the Championship, beat them and got through to the cup final, in which we lost against Hibs. And that was a dreadful result for them. And they sacked their manager. We beat them at Ibrox a year and a half ago now. In fact, just over a year ago, I'm telling a lie. And then they left their manager left. He couldn't take it. He left. And he went down to Leicester. And now we've got this guy, Lennon there, who's, you know, I don't know what to say about him. It's not been said before, you know. Very questionable character, in my opinion. But really and truly, the Rangers, every time we play against them and we play well, there's something happens. There's a meltdown somewhere, and it's just atrocious and blah, 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 blah. And I think...
I'm a bit... I go against you. I don't want the consistency. We want to go to consistency. They're consistently against Rangers, so I've had enough of consistency. I want them just to be look at things on their merits. At the end of the day, Bridge is right. They're corrupt. They're just corrupt. Let's call it what it is. It's just corrupt. It's no right. And football up here is dying, and it's dying in front of our eyes. They just don't see it, but I see it.
Yeah, but you know why,
again,
mate?
Albert, we've got some right exciting young talents in this country, mate. You know what I mean? Like Alfredo Morelos being one, Ryan Kent's being the other one. But I mean, Alfredo Morelos, mate, he's 23-year-old. He's from South America. He's probably the most talented striker this country's seen in I don't know how many years, mate. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Yet there's so much focus on when he gets rid. Girls, why does nobody, like you see the way they do it in the Premier League when there's a prospect come through in a team, they full focus on how good is this boy. How lucky are we to have him in this league? Where's he going to go next? How far? What's his limit? Do you know what I mean? The only focus you ever hear about Alfredo Morelos in this country is, he's been sent off again. That's him. He got another yellow card. He's making gestures to the fan. Why does nobody focus? And the media's got the biggest part to play in this of all, even ex-Rangers players. Why does nobody start backing up the fact that he's one of the most exciting talents this country's seen, especially Rangers fans? From a Rangers perspective, mate, he's one of the most exciting players I've seen in a good 10 years. Do you know what I mean? For the age and where he's been going in his career.
He's been racially abused, mate. He's been racially abused, and he's been sectarianly abused as well. He's been called an orange bee. An orange bee. He crossed his tail and they called him an orange bee.
His talent. Not one person's come out and mentioned how good the boy is outside Rangers. Nobody's come out and actually made a video and how good is this boy? He's a Colombia forward. Kim, what more do you need to say?
Exactly. He's not getting a fair crack. We all know that. But it's these gimps, that keep just jumping on his case, and not one paper or TV or anybody is trying to back the boy up. And his disciplinary record is a load of garbage, mate. An absolute load of garbage. I don't see him as having a problem. I really don't see him having a problem. I see the referees having a problem.
But you see what the media did to Luis Suarez when he was with Liverpool, mate. I mean, they single-handedly drove that player out of that country. He's even said it so yourself. The British media are absolutely terrible. When they get their claws into a player, they don't let it go until the player disappears, and that's what they do. And that's what I'm not comparing Morelos to Luis Suarez as a player. I'm just saying when it comes to the media, mate, they never left that guy alone, and they were on his back for everything. And until he left, you never hear anything about him. He's there at Barcelona, and he's absolutely delighted. He's turned out to be the world-class player that everybody knew he was. He just wasn't allowed to be at Liverpool as good as he was. And I feel that we can be going down a similar road with Morelos. And again, for anybody listening, I'm not saying Morelos is Luis Suarez. I'm comparing their situations with the media. They don't give him a break, mate, and it's very, very similar circumstances. And I think even Gerrard sees that. Yes, I see that all.
The thing is that the unmentionable paper, the two unmentionables, but especially one of them, the one that Liverpool have had a lot of bother with, and they banned them, and we should do the same, as the Bill Leckie situation with Colin Alfredo. 9 times in his column he called him a waster. Yet the same newspaper that are talking about how Lee Griffiths is such a thumbhead, as I like to call him. Has been it's great to see him score, and it's great after everything he's been through. Some of the comments about Alfredo Morelos doing great things in his country for his village is absolutely disgusting. It's shocking the way the things that they're saying about him. And I agree with Stardog. And like him, no compare him obviously with Suarez, but there's a lot of comparisons there about how, okay, he was biting people and that, and he shouldn't be doing that. But he get vilified down there. And I agree with Stephen Gerrard. There's people up here have got an agenda to try and get rid of Alfredo Morelos out of Scottish football together. So it's for their means. They see him as a big danger. And let's hope that he can bang in a few goals before the end of the season. And 55 is there for us. What's up, party?
Yeah.
I mean, that Lecky overstepped the mark. He really did. What he's trying to do is provoke a reaction for Alfredo, because he will get interviews. He's trying to provoke it. But he overstepped the mark. And it's time Rangers knew done a Liverpool on that son and went, enough's enough of you. You ain't getting in here anymore. And all the Rangers fans out there, I'm pleading to you all out there, don't buy that paper. What he done to wee Alfie in that paper is overstepping the mark. That's way beyond normal criticism or critiquing a player. That's just not on. That's really bad. Really bad.
When you don't buy it, Albert, contact them and tell them why you're stopped.
Albert, can I come in there? See, my father wouldn't allow that newspaper in the house at all for about 30 years. Honestly, we know it in the house.
I have to agree with all.
I'm the same boat. I'm the same boat. I just can't read any of the papers at all. Just a load of absolute crap.
I have to agree with you, Albert. I think that it'll be long overdue if Rangers did that. I think that all of the papers in Scotland are so slanted now. They don't know where the level playing field is. I think they've lost it completely. And some of their supposed, shall we say, journalists and reporters are just a joke in that sense. Jackson and that boy you're talking about, Lecky, the big fella supports the Falkirk. Is it Waddle? Unbelievable stuff. Just unbelievable. They're absolutely rotten.
That Jackson as well, way back at the beginning, what he wrote about him as well, overstepped the mark. It's all right them having a go and criticising a player. That's all right. That's all part and parcel of football. I've not got a problem with that. I've not got a problem calling them certain things. But that's over the top. That's crossing the line now. That's just not on. Same as the Aberdeen fans up there slagging the poor boys' maw or that carry on. I mean, come on. That's not right. Come on, you have a go at a player. I don't care they shout at you, that's all right. That's all part of it. But there's certain lines you just don't cross. And I mean, a lot of these people are well over the line now, well over it. And we need as a club to get a bit of dignity back in ourselves and say, look, we can't put up with this any longer. We've got to call a halt to this. We don't mind getting criticised when we deserve it.
If you were Alfredo Morelos, would you stay here? Because I'd be seriously considering options, mate, after everything I've been through.
I've got to credit the boy.
Did you hear what Dobby said about him yesterday?
What was that?
Did you hear what Dobby said about Morelos? He said he was outstanding. He couldn't believe how much he told him to ribbons. He says, but you don't hear that in the press, do you?
No. Yeah. Can I come in on that? Can I come in on that? Just you get people like John Hartson, who's come out and he's called Rangers morally bankrupt. I think they were talking about the Rangers fans trip we told. Morally bankrupt. And I can't understand why a man like that would say that. When that man was lying in a hospital getting his brain tumour or getting whatever tumour taken out his brain, the amount of Rangers fans that were wishing him well, obviously because of his illness and so on and so forth, and I was one of them. Well, I can tell you now, based on what he's saying in the venomous way it's being said, is I'm sorry I actually gave him and thought well for him. I really am. I'll never do that again. Never.
Well, there's one thing for sure. We're not taking moral lessons after John Hartson. We're just not doing that. I mean, him or I mean, they have no credibility to moral. They're trying to show us morality. One's calling a team cheats because they get beat, and one's kicking his own teammate in the head when he's kneeling down on the ground. Okay. These are stand-up citizens. These two, aren't they?
Have I missed something? Who kicked who in the head?
Hartson kicked Berchevich in the head.
Aye, I remember.
All right.
It's on YouTube. Go on YouTube, mate. You'll see it.
Aye, it's a belter about some.
Aye, it's not a wee. It's not a wee dink. It was an absolute.
It's a full pelt boot under the chin.
You got a 12-match ban or something, was it?
That's right. That's right.
I traded into
Who was it? Who was it? Who's way they get rid of him? I know they kicked him.
West
Celtic.
West Ham. West Ham.
Aye.
Big on.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was with Celtic when he did. I do apologise.
No.
But they ended up both at the same team, didn't they? Because they no come up and play for Celtic.
In fact, that wee boy, he was Jewish, that wee guy, wasn't he? Because I remember he played with Celtic, and after he left Celtic, he turned around and went, I think I was playing for the ranked team. I think I should have been playing for the Rangers.
Is that right?
When he heard all the bile coming out of them and all the crap they were talking.
Somebody somewhere within the authorities in Scotland really need to, shall we say, what's the term they were using just the other week there? For this getting stop trouble in the Middle East, de-escalate. Somebody at the authority level needs to try to de-escalate this, because there's big explosions all over the place, and obviously some of it will be rightly blamed on one side, but an awful lot of it will be blamed on us, and it's wrong.
So we move on to, we've got a game on Wednesday night,
Right.
And obviously the press story, and we'll wait and see where the club takes us with the next statement. JFK, I'm sure it'll come out, I would imagine, after Wednesday night's game.
I would think so, aye.
So we'll debate it a lot more tomorrow night, because we'll have a manager's press conference. But what's your initial thinking of what your team's going to be? What do you think the team will be?
Well, I think that obviously the six that weren't there, because obviously Tav's injured, but I would play the boy. So he'd been my back four. I don't have any qualms about doing that. You know, I know people will say that that was against Shinrar, but my team for Wednesday night would obviously be McGregor in goals, and then I'd play Patterson, Edmondson, Katic and Barisic. I would play Davis, Jack and Kamara, and up front obviously it's Jermaine Defoe, where I would probably play Aribo on the one side and Ryan Kent the other.
Are you dropping Connor Golson then?
Oh, I forgot about Connor Golson, aye. I would like to see. I still like to see Edmondson get a game. I forgot about Connor Golson just because Edmondson's in.
That was one of the highlights for Friday night, Fox, wasn't it? The way he passed the ball, Edmondson. The way he pings it.
Aye, he's got a good range of passing, Edmondson. But I think Connor Golson will come back in. We Tav missing as our captain. He will step up with the plate to be captain on Wednesday night, I would expect. I'd revise my team. I forgot all about Golson, but
I'd have another go JFK.
No, I'd Golson for Edmondson. I agree with what Fox said there. I went out my head there. Golson. He'll definitely, and he will probably be a captain on the night. So that need change apart for the two. Team I say there.
Nobody ever forgets about Nico. Everybody just forgets about him. Nobody ever forgets Nico, but
how could we?
Shade me up now.
You're upset. You're like upset Starbuck.
No. That man sent us a sign in the 29th, mate. He scored in the 55th minute.
Even that Ben Stokes has got to hang it now at the cricket. He's got 55 on the back of his shirt.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love that. Absolutely.
And I love the cricket. He loved that and all.
I loved doing England a few years, pal.
I like it myself, amazing. George. I love it myself.
See? My dad loved it. He used to go and turn the hot thing me, but no, I'm going to go in the test. You know what? It's cricket now. Just shut up, watch it.
When you're, I was living down there for a right few years. You get used to the way they play. They've got their winter sports, that's a football and a rugby and then they've got their spring and summer sports. You know, you're getting into the cricket and you're getting into the tennis and that. It's just amazing. It's a different way of life, a different way of thinking about things. So Oxtair must have a really good time down there sometimes, you know. The old test cricket. Wow, wonderful.
God, I've watched paint dry better than that.
I'm the same.
Oh my God, man!
They give it 20 minutes to half an hour to hit the ball.
Oh, what is that all about, man?
Tactics.
I've watched paint
tactics.
dry, I know, especially if she's painted the wall.
Oh, I don't know if you can watch cricket, man. Everybody to their own.
Some of
See, when
the
you're
two, last
speaking of-
year, some of the two highlights, sporting highlights, were both cricket last year.
I just loved it. I love Test cricket. It's marvellous stuff. Just marvellous. When I was over in Australia, my sister.
2019
What's that?
sporting event, sporting highlight of the year of 2019 was what, 2 cricket ones.
Two of them, two of the top ones were cricket, aye.
Out of all the sports on the planet,
Aye.
was Jorge Masvidal's flying knee in there for the UFC?
No.
See what I'm saying?
No, that's just Mick McManus stuff with fancy cameras.
That's real.
And at JFK, that's like giant haystacks and all that, isn't it? It's only.
You can't.
I don't get the wrestling.
Can
You
I
know
ask a
the
question
the
then?
match going again. Kendo Nagasaki.
Well,
Kendo Nagasaki, yeah.
See the mask.
Hello.
There was a famous wrestler for Partick called Jimmy the Skull.
Jimmy the Skull.
You got all women in.
Partick.
All women in black with a handbag. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Jimmy, that's what you should do. You should phone into that Radio Clyde wearing the mask so they don't recognise you.
I'll need to get my mask off at Oxford. I gave a lady to him.
You can
That was
get
30
Hattie.
years
You can
ago.
get Sutton. He's a gimp, by the way. You get his one.
Oh.
Can I come in? Can I come in
Everybody-
on the that back to the team again?
On you go.
I just want to speak from a defensive perspective. I think goalkeeper would be McGregor, and I'd actually play the young lad Patterson, and I would play Goldson beside him. I would have Katic and what do you call him, Borna Barisic. That's what I'd go for. And from a defensive perspective, in midfield it would be Ryan Jack, Stephen Davis, and Glenn Kamara. And I think what the boys have said what the forward line would be, I think it fits in quite nicely. Aribo, Defoe, and Ryan Kent. That's what I would put in. That's a bit I'd like to do.
You've got the different thought. You're similar to me, Albert.
What's that?
I think
Sorry, Paul.
it's the same team, but Flanagan in it right back.
Yeah, that's. I'm just wanting the continuation for the boy, just to see. Look, I'm under no illusions. The manager, he's not going to listen to me if he's never got a mind. But that's what I would play. And I thought for continuity, it would do the boy a world of good. But what I don't want is if they're going to play tough and rough and so on and so forth, then yeah, Flanagan might be the answer.
There's no ifs. They're going to play rough and tough, Bridge.
Well, yeah.
They're going to play rough and tough.
But I was meaning we've got Flanagan's not a great attacking fullback, whereas that young lad looked good going forward. And if they're just going to if the manager thinks they're going to keep taking them out, then he won't play him. They'll put Flanagan in. That's my opinion.
But we've not got anybody who's going to come in and play like Tav. Tav
No,
plays
you're
like
right.
Tav. Nobody else is coming in to do that. Nobody.
Watch this. Fox, is Tav irreplaceable?
Of course he is.
Aye.
Oh, I think on Wednesday night, Flanagan should come in, and if we can do the business after 60 minutes, bring the young boy on, give him his league debut.
Yeah, well said.
I'm just happy with Flanagan. We never signed that Scott Allen.
Well, I'm pleased we never signed Scott Allen as well, let me tell you.
know.
I'm very pleased.
What, just because he signed for them?
No, because we ended up with Flanagan and Allen.
I'll tell you what, in Scottish football, he is probably one of the boys that can create something out of nothing. And he did make a big mistake by going to them. They never at any time wanted him. The boy fell for it. And I think he would have progressed in his career coming to Rangers at the time.
I'd still take him.
Especially under the manager we've got just now.
I'd still take him, Fox.
Oh, that ship sailed, I think.
They only wanted him because he was coming. There's a possibility.
You know the reason he didn't go there is because of Big Stubbs. He ruined the boy's career. What was the boy supposed to do? I'll be quite honest. I mean, let's not get that. No, I'd take him. I think he's a rare player.
He's got ability, but I think that ship sailed, and I think our quality's getting better, and I don't think Scott Allen's going to improve our squad, in my opinion.
Well, maybe so.
Starter, you got an opinion on that bit?
On the team or on Scott Allen?
On Scott Allen.
On Scott Allen. Nah, no for me, mate. I'd be the same as yourself, Fox. I think we're punching above that kind of calibre of player. But something you said, Fox, man, he is one of the very rare players in Scotland that can find that space in games when they're tight and things like that. So he's well and truly adapted himself to the Scottish game, and he knows what it's all about and things like that. I don't think he'd be a terrible addition, but I don't think he'd get in the team at the same time either. So a waste of wages, mate. I'd like to go and see he's getting some of these deals that we've been getting there the past year, like a Joe Aribo and things like that. I'd like to get some more players like that, because there's some right diamonds down in the Championship and in League One. I mean, look, Dele Alli, players like that, they've came for League One and things like that. So you can get players like that down there, mate. It's all about finding the right one, and can they come in and adapt to this massive club that we've got.
I think we're unique, George. People come and it's the expectations. There's good players failed in the past. That's the problem we've got. It's not everybody's cup of tea. The constant demands are winning.
Sometimes the jersey wears heavy. You know what I mean? I do. Honestly, I think that ship has sailed. I really do.
Who's this for? Scott Allen?
Scott Allen. I think the ship's sailed.
Nah, Scott Allen's just a jobby. That's what he is.
I don't know how to answer that, Albert.
That's what he is, isn't he, man? I mean, see that boy at debate. If he'd any sense that he's representative of any sense, what? I mean, that Stubbs didn't want to sell him to Rangers, so what he should have done is went to sell it and go, well, Rangers have offered me that. They said they offered him £1,000 more than Rangers. I'd have walked in there and like, I want 15, 20 grand more than the Rangers are offering me. If you're going to use the situation, use it properly, and let's see if they're serious about signing you. Instead of that, you get in and sell yourself for £1,000. It's silly. It's just, whoever was representing him needs to take out the shot with a ball he's in Keith.
Yes, negotiating is an art.
No, that's my opinion on him. I mean, I'm not saying the boys know
well said.
That's your trouble, Albert. You're slow with your opinions.
That's true. That's true.
But we'll see what it takes us. Just quickly, if we were to sign, say, or bring in two players, I know we've talked a lot about strikers. Is there any other positions that spring to mind for individuals? GFK, then Bridge. Oh, GFK disappeared. Bridgeman.
Any other individuals for
any
our team?
In any position? Strengthen in this window?
I've said this before, I would be looking for an additional midfielder, quality midfielder. That's what I'd be looking for. If you can get it, you know.
All right. Are you back with GFK?
I'm just splitting the dug at the room there.
All right. What about yourself? You've mentioned striker. Another one apart from that? Anything?
I mean, I know Shanklin's the one that everybody's talking about. It's all over Facebook and other. We did need another striker.
I know that. Apart from that, but any other positions?
I'm happy with what we've got. I'm surprised about the boy Patterson. I think he'll be all right. Just got a feeling it'll be all right. Everywhere else, I'm happy with.
All right. Albert, then Stardog.
Apart from the striker, I think we need an outside left. Because you got to remember, the other wingers we've got are right wingers. Everyone keeps telling me we need a right winger. We don't. We need a left winger because we play them in opposite wings, remember? So all the right wingers are playing in the left wing. So we need an outside lefty. And that's why Aribo's over there, by the way, because he's left-footed and he cuts in. So we need another left winger.
Do you think that'll be the next thing in the press? We'll get accused of no signing any left footers?
Aye, true.
Stardog?
I'd like to see us getting another left back off just for cover for Barisic, mate. I don't think we all know Flanagan's no natural down that side, and Andy Halliday really struggles for any kind of decent performances. I just think it's a bit too much for them now, the standard of quality we've got in the squad. I know the boy Patterson can play left or right, but if his preferred position is right, mate, you keep him there. You don't start experimenting with him. So I would like us to get a backup for Barisic, mate, because if anything happens to him, then we lose a lot down the left hand side. So just a replacement left back, mate, for me.
All right, Fox then, or George?
I'd like to see a real creative midfielder, mate. We've got a good strong midfield, but we need somebody that wee extra bit of spice. And if we could find him, probably in a loan deal, that's all I would want.
Here, Fox. Here.
We lost George.
I'm the same. Midfielder. Midfielder with a bit of class. Midfielder with a bit of class.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, and it's over to bridge.
Already, right enough. My goodness gracious. What a really good evening. Can I just say that? I really enjoyed it. Really good. And can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, start the build up. It's coming. 3 games or 3 nights, 3 sleeps we've got at Oxford. 3 sleeps, 2 sleeps. 2 sleeps, right.
5 for you. 5 caps for you.
5 caps for me. 2 sleeps, guys. 2 sleeps. Biggest game of our season coming up. So everybody get started a build up. Get it up there, boys, and keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. Keep it going.
Thanks to everybody joining us on the panel. Thanks to everybody in the lobby for taking the part. Thanks to everybody for listening. But this has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11, talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Technical Terry.
Come on.
Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. Well, the legends come and the legends go, but Rangers live on just the same. For a new one's born when the blue shirts won, and we all remember their name. We are the legendary Rangers. We wear the legendary blue. Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. And there is no doubt what we're all about when we face the